Hey everybody, welcome to the Leader Lab. This is Leadership Shorts, quick thoughts to help you level up your leadership. My name is Chad Wright. I'm the founder of Forward Partners, and I'm joined by Emily Graysteele, our Chief Creative Officer and podcasting partner.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today, Emily?
I've got a long quote for you today.
Okay, a long quote. Let's hear it.
It's by Steve Jobs.
So it's one of my favorites then.
Yes. I just wanted to prepare you for it.
Okay.
People think that focus means saying yes to the thing that you've got to focus on, but that's not what it means at all. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that there are. You have to pick carefully. I'm actually as proud of the things that we haven't done as the things I have done. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things.
And honestly, I probably could have just sent you innovation is saying no to 1,000 things and
the part
not
I
made you
definitely
read the entire quote because everybody's heard that before. But there really is something interesting about this idea that, you know, we talk a lot about saying yes to your best work. And we have an episode, I think, early on in the podcast where we talk about saying no more than yes. Yeah, and it's really a similar idea. But part of this is, how do we pick the right things? How do we know when it's the right thing? And that's really hard sometimes. And especially when I always think of things from like a business perspective. When you first start a business, the answer to everything is yes. Because you were like in survival mode. You were in, I need every dollar that comes in the door.
Yes.
Just say yes, right?
Yeah.
But ultimately, this is a process of editing, of saying what is right and what is not. And it's funny to me how often people struggle to edit. It is hard to say something in one sentence when you could just blurt out 12 sentences and say it, right? But it's not going to be as clear, as concise, there's no clarity there. And so I think the ability to really edit is a lost art, and it is such a challenge. But this is essentially editing what should we be doing and not? What should we be focusing on and not? What are we going to give our limited time, money, energy to push forward?
Right, when you can see what some criteria might be, so you can identify what is right and what isn't right, and what's worked well, and where do you want to be, like where are you headed, where do you want to be, which direction do you want to go in, and I think that helps a lot. And
that's where the purpose piece comes in, and really using our values to make choices, right? What is the direction that we want to head? What is the vision we have? Okay, here's this new opportunity. Does it line up with our vision? Does it line up with our values? Is it something that we want to be a part of and will push us in the right direction? And if the answer is no, then the answer should be no.
Yeah.
And that's so hard to do.
I really like that you have, however, not all opportunities are created equal, right? So like just because it's there and just because it's a good opportunity, they're not all.
You know, that is funny. We think about that a lot. We think about, oh, there's an opportunity in front of me. Great. Now another opportunity popped up. Awesome. In no way are they all going to be equal. It's just not possible.
Yeah.
But it is which one is aligned with what I'm supposed to be doing, with the direction we're headed as an organization.
Right.
And the ability to say yes to the right things and no to the other things is so hard, because the other things are not bad. The way he phrases it here, it means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that there are. It's not like we're saying no to bad things.
Right, you're not going to get handed a good one and a bad one. Here, have a clear decision. Good
luck.
It's
here's a good thing and here's another good thing, which is the right thing. And being able to judge that from a leadership perspective and view it all through that lens of purpose and impact and vision, and really those values of what we want to value. You know, I think, we talked a few episodes ago about the idea of adventure and seeing it every day. One of my core values is adventure, and part of that is I want to see bigger things in front of me. And so when I get a speaking engagement or an opportunity to go speak to a group, if it is just, I'm going to go speak to these 200 people and I'm going to get paid this many thousands of dollars to do it, if that's all there is, if that's the exchange, that's probably not a yes. If there's a sense of adventure to it, if there is going and having a true impact on these 200 people, even if it's less money, but there's chance for impact, there's adventure there, and that lines up with that value, and that's probably going to put me
it matches
in a
where you want to
great
go.
position.
Right.
Yes, that's where I want to be as impact. I don't only want to be money. Now, I'm not going to say no to the money. Don't get me wrong. Like, I want.
It's not that we don't value money.
It's not a bad thing at all. Trust me. It is a definite tool to multiply your impact, but I want that impact.
Yeah.
And so if I'm making a decision solely based on money, that is going to lead me outside of my values. That is going to lead me to a place that I've said yes to maybe a good thing that meant I said no to something that I was actually meant to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so if we can do that on a regular basis, line up our opportunities with our purpose, I think that puts us in a much better position, doesn't it?
Yeah, and especially someone who is still learning how to say no to things. I like this added level of even just some things are going to look amazing and then you can still say no to them, and that's okay.
Yes, it doesn't just have to be the bad things, right? Yeah. There are those opportunities that just pop up and immediately you're like, oh, no.
Yes.
But that's not always.
Like, and sometimes it seems easier to say yes or no to those, but it's still... I'm still the person that says yes anyways. I'm like, oh, you need that? Sure, yes.
I'm here for you. Absolutely. I think that's how you ended up in this job. And now here we are.
But it's okay, because now I understand that it lines up with my ultimate goals and vision, and so it works.
I like it. All right, leader, if you are struggling with, often we can get overwhelmed in those situations where there's just too much going on. Mm-hmm. Usually it's a sign we've said yes to too much, and we are saying yes to things that are really robbing us of the things that we're meant to be doing. And so when you have opportunities in front of you, measure them against your purpose. Do they move you in the direction you want to go? Measure them against your values. Does saying yes to this push you outside of whatever your values are? And if the answer is yes, then don't go down that road. Saying no and learning to edit is so incredibly hard. But it is key to truly multiplying impact, is moving in a stated direction consistently, taking opportunities that will push that forward. Without that, we just end up wandering left and right and all over the place trying to figure things out. And so measure it against that purpose and those values. You're going to say yes to some of the right things, and you're going to really get better at editing. All right. Thank you for bringing this quote, this really, really long quote. Actually, I think I sent this one. That's why it's so long. So thank you for that. If people want to send us quotes, ideas, whether short or long, where do they send that to?
To lab@forwardpartners.net.
Lab@forwardpartners.net. If they want to find us on the socials, well, they will find content just like this, completely free. Where do they find us?
@ForwardPartner.
@ForwardPartner. Thank you guys for watching this and being here. Emily, thank you for podcasting. Ben, thank you for producing the podcasting. And Wilco Workspaces, thank you for partnering with us. We will see you next time right here in the Leader Lab for Leadership Shorts.